Hmm.
Hello, hello, welcome to the LN Physics channel. I am Srishel Zawakoti and please subscribe this channel. So today we have to see the transistor amplifier. What is the transistor? Transistor means what? First of all we have to see in this point. Second, multi-stage transistor amplifier. How many stages of transistor amplifiers? First stage, second stage. We know the RC coupled transistor amplifier. There are two transistors resistance are combined and coupled to each other. And third point is frequency response curve of an amplifier. Fourth point is feedback. What is the feedback? Feedback means what? And there are types of feedback. We know the two types of feedback, positive feedback and second one is negative feedback. After that we have to see the effect of negative feedback. The effect of negative feedback on the frequency response curve. After seeing the differential amplifier, what is differential amplifier? And then modes of an operation. And the last point is common mode and differential mode signals. These are the points we have to see in the transistor amplifier. Okay, thank you. Transistor. Transistor means what? How many types of transistor? A transistor is a three-terminal device and two junctions. So it is the transistor. Here gives that a transistor is a three-terminal device having two junctions. Hence, it is called as a bijunction transistor. That there are two types of transistor, NPN transistor and PNP transistor. The P-type semiconductor material is intermediate between two N types of semiconductor. So it is NPN transistor. The N type of semiconductor material is intermediate between or sandwiching between the two P types of material. So it is a PNP transistor. So first of all, we know how material is used in the preparation of the transistor. Which material is used in the preparation of the transistor? In the preparation of the transistor, a semiconductor material is used. The semiconductor material is the silicon and germanium. These are the two semiconductor materials used to manufacture or to prepare the transistor. Mainly we have to know the different semiconductor materials is prepared by using the semiconductor material. See the multi-stage transistor amplifier. Why we have to use the multi-stage transistor amplifier? If the single stage transistor amplifier not gives the output the required for the device, then we have to use the multi-stage transistor amplifier. In multi-stage transistor amplifier, what happens? There are number of stages we can add. Suppose consider, we have to consider here the two-stage transistor amplifier. Here, first stage and second stage. The first stage and second stage coupling occurs. If you have to see this diagram, the input signal is firstly goes to the first stage and working of the signal in the first stage, and the worked signal is goes to the coupling and the signal is goes to the second stage and the output is comes. We have to add the third stage, fourth stage and fifth stage. A number of stages we can add here. There are different types of transistor amplifier couplings. RC coupling, transformer coupling and direct coupling. These are the three types of couplings. We have to here take only the RC coupling. In this diagram, two stage RC coupled amplifier, transistor amplifier. If we have to see this diagram, in this diagram two transistors are there. Suppose this is the transistor Q1 and this is the transistor Q2. If the signal is applied to the transistor 1. The signal is applied to the transistor 1 and the gain of the transistor is in the transistor 1. The signal and the output of this transistor is coupled to the CC, and the output of this coupling we use the second transistor. That is, first transistor output goes to the input to the second transistor, and the output is occurred in this case. It means that here we have to use the two transistors. Means what? The two-stage RC coupled amplifier. The feedback. Feedback is the process of fraction of output energy of a device back to the input is known as feedback. So the feedback is a two type: positive feedback and negative feedback. In positive feedback, amplifier and feedback circuit both are there, and also in the negative feedback, amplifier circuit and feedback circuit both are there. In positive feedback, the amplifier produces 180 degree phase shift, and in feedback it also produces 180 degree phase shift. So the total phase shift is 360 degree phase shift. That is, feedback voltages waveform and the input waveform both are in the same phase. But in the negative feedback, the amplifier produces 180 degree phase shift, but the feedback is not produces phase shift. That is, it is a 0 degree phase shift. So total the output, that is the feedback waveform, and the input waveform, it is in the out of phase, that is 180 degree phase shift. Laws of feedback. This is the positive feedback formula. This is negative feedback formula. In this case, AVF means gain with feedback is equal to the ratio of AV upon 1 minus beta AV. Here beta is the feedback fraction and AV is the gain without feedback, and AVF is the with feedback. Here in the positive feedback, at the denominator the minus sign is used, and in the negative feedback at the denominator the positive sign is used. The positive feedback is used in the oscillator curve of an amplifier. The curve between voltage gain and frequency, it is called as frequency curve. There are two frequency curves are given by the amplifier. In the first, this is the first and this is the second. In first, we have to see as the frequency is increases, the voltage gain is constant in the diagram 1. Here 15 Hz to 20 kHz, there is a constant gain of an amplifier. But when we have to see in the second diagram, the frequency on the x-axis and the voltage gain on the y-axis, it increases, and after that it is decreases. It gives as the frequency we have to increases, the frequency voltage gain increases at a particular frequency, and after that at that frequencies the voltage gain decreases, and attain it is the 0, that is minimum. Differential amplifier. Now we have to see the differential amplifier. Before seeing the differential amplifier, we have to know what is the ordinary amplifier. In ordinary amplifier, the only one input signal is applied to the device and only one output is produced. But in the differential amplifier, the difference between two input signals are produced. Here, see this diagram. Here V1 and V2 is the input signals to the differential amplifier, and the output is V0 is equal to A V1 minus V2. A is the voltage gain, that is gain of the amplifier, and V1 and V2 are the input signals. Now we have to see the structure of the differential amplifier. If we have to see this structure, in this structure two transistors are used. This transistor is NPN transistor. At both the transistor, the input signal is applied to its base, and the output is seen at the both of the collectors of the transistor. Both of the collectors of the transistor. RC1 and RC2 are the resistances of the transistors, and Re is the emitter resistors. It is common for both the transistors.